that one.
So allegedly I'm live
There we
now.
go. There we go. Accidentally muted. It's a fun feature of OBS that I have to set up my sound every time.
So allegedly I'm live now.
There we go. I've gotten smart enough to realize I need to set my mic every time, so at least that part's starting to work. But Bean says hi.
Hi, Beans.
Now that she can hear you. What are you making for dinner?
I'm still coughing.
I see.
I feel better, but
Well, I mean, everyone that's getting sick around us, curried lentils, nice. Everyone that's getting sick around here seems to be holding on to the cough for quite a while.
Yeah.
So
that's what I've been hearing.
it's a lingerer.
Join game.
He's joining game. Oh, snap, he joined the game.
So are you going to tell me anything, or am I going to have to try and figure out all the pieces?
I'll tell you as we go.
Okay.
You want me to just list out buttons right now?
Well, I know that there is
you haven't
Q.
been here for a while.
Is
I don't
Q
know what
still light?
Nope.
Oh.
Negative Ghost Rider.
Get ready. I moved. I was supposed to not move, wasn't I?
I'd keep putting disable inputs in there, and it's not registering anywhere. I've got to. Right now, it's telling me there's a typical none trying to access, so I'll figure that out sooner or later.
There's a big square in the middle of my screen.
Yeah, that's so that you have a bit of a point of reference. You'll understand why shortly.
Okay. I see flowers.
I didn't want to make a image to put in there right now. I was just like, I just need a placeholder. That's what that is.
So I have 20 seconds where I'm allowed to fly.
Fly free, buddy. Fly free.
I feel like I'll break the game if I fly too far.
You might.
So
we'll see.
Trees.
See what happens.
More trees. Me.
Mm-hmm.
Now where are you?
Or Harry Potter.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
I see you.
I'm over by the blue portal.
I still have a giant square in the middle of my screen.
You're gonna keep that. It's a frame of reference for now.
Couldn't have just done like a plus sign?
No.
Crosshairs? Do you like me?
Nope.
I'm Harry Potter.
What's up, Harry? Good looking skin. Nice. I do miss your top hat, but not bad. Not bad.
L. No L. E. O. K.
What are you doing
R.
with all those letters?
No, pushing buttons. Something said equip. I equipped something.
That's what it's planning on doing. Actually, I realized this morning I want to change what it's doing. So right now it's just Princess String. Enjoy though. If we overlap each other. Look. Ooh. 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 Do you want something fun here?
Yeah.
So press and hold your right click. You held it too long.
Now it's gone forever.
No, you just overcharged it on that one. Didn't get to cast.
Eh.
Ah.
Is it?
Oh, that one's gone. It'll be back.
Where'd it go? What's it do?
You just shot a spell.
I know, but what's the spell do?
Oh, that's the one you're supposed to shoot at the water. That's for fishing.
Can I catch
It'll
fish?
float. No, not yet. We got to test whether or not the physics objects are working.
It's coming back to me.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what the frame of reference is for. When you face it, it starts to come towards you.
Attack!
And if you press and hold your left click, oh man, that's really building up speed. Press and hold left click while you're facing it, you'll make it move in faster.
Ja!
Yeah, right through your head. Oh. Here, this one's easier to hit you with. Bam.
What's that one do?
It sticks to objects. So if you hit 2, you change your spell. Didn't stick to that object. Where'd it go? Where's it at?
And then he float up.
Inside the object?
Ja.
Oh, there it is. See? It's stuck on this rock over here.
Well, what's that do?
Happens if I hit it. Well, right now, nothing. Oh, now it's stuck on my face. Hit Q. There you go. It's yours again.
I sent mine way too far. I'm gonna go find it.
If you hit Q, it'll come back.
But if I jump in here,
And after a short period of time, it'll come back anyway.
apparently I had 2 of them out.
Yep.
And that.
Yeah. There's only so many you can have of each.
Oh god.
Technically, right now, it's 3 for each.
Oh, okay then. So that's my new light spell?
Yes. And the longer you hold it, the further it'll go
Yeah.
before it holds still. I pushed it forward a little bit, which I think is giving it more velocity than I want. But that was because it was sometimes clipping. Something in the collision I need to work on still. And then when it hits you, when it contacts you, you'll pick it back up.
Be interesting. Are there other spells that I don't know about yet?
Nope, just those 3 right now. Technically, there's others in there. I just don't have buttons for them yet. Trying to get this stuff working first. Doesn't pick it up super well. So I gotta figure that out still. Like it holds off of yourself, which is weird. Because your location's where it's going. Maybe I can overshoot it. Try that next time.
I wish there was a way for me to just like choose to place it somewhere.
Dude, I gotta make it work first.
I
I
know.
have to make it complicated.
It's like I want a light above me, or like right. I just want to like cast one in front of me.
Ah, what a beautiful corner that we have here.
Oh, you can't see? Let me help you.
Ah, lovely. Lovely, so much better in here.
It's fun to throw it. Like
You
recall.
like that?
Yeah, like it feels. I do wish that it was a little bit more like instantaneous when I cast. Like the charge up is not as responsive as I would like.
Well, if you're quicker, it is. Because you can release it as the particles show up. It'll give you the shortest cast, so the shortest distance.
Which is still really far.
It's charging 3 tiers. I know it's still far because I gotta increase the divide for how fast it runs away from you.
And then it's the same
But
button to climb, right? Just tap it.
Yeah.
It doesn't create that much light.
No, it's pretty dim right now. I'm trying to get it working, and then I'll tweak it. Because I want to make the light glow more with a bigger throw too. But I didn't set all that up yet. Getting it to hold in place was a lot of weird stuff. And the rotating, like, you know how hard it was to get it to rotate? It seems so straightforward. You find all these forum posts, they're like, yeah, just do this. That doesn't work. It like twitches back and forth. You're like, come on, rotate. Turns out, don't try to make it rotate, and it just does. So far, less is more. That's what I keep learning.
That does make sense. Meanwhile, hip
Well, as
hop.
soon as I fixed the XY, it made it so rotation was kind of automatic.
Huh. Oh, that's fun. I'm hip hop Harry Potter. That's what I've decided.
Ooh.
Climbing
Hip
up.
Hop Potter?
Hip hop Potter climbing up the side of this mountain. As one does.
Okay, so that definitely fix that right there. Everyone's like, timelines, that's where it's at, timelines. And then I was working on some other stuff, and I was like, no, timelines are too much.
Not enough.
Sun timeline a little bit.
So what happens if I cast a spell while climbing a mountain?
Hopefully nothing. Yeah, nothing.
Nothing.
Yep. Good sign. Good sign. Set up a couple safety features. But also, you notice that we're actually able to walk around on the same map. Which did totally generate randomly from the beginning. Not randomly, but with some influences that will not be the same next time.
This ledge doesn't like me climbing down. I get to the top and then I slide down. Oh, we're good now.
Here's what's gonna happen. Ooh, buddy.
Oh, okay. Oh, that does some interesting things.
That's why I said I was curious.
I was as well. I was waiting to see what it would do.
I almost like that. You left a spell out there while climbing. Good luck.
Well, I pressed Q. I told it to come back.
Well, it will come back after, depending on how long you throw it, after a period of time.
Oh.
That gets extended by your charge.
Ah.
So the way the charge works is it's going to, you press and hold, and on the first second, it considers that a charge. So if you release at 1 second, it will give you that shortest time frame on your spell.
My right
then every
leg is
second.
fusing into my stomach every time I climb.
I don't see the same. Peculiar. I want to get that looked at. Must be a hip hop Harry Potter thing. Yep.
Do we not pick up sticks anymore?
No. Notice how it's running much faster?
Yeah. I found a stick.
They're not actors right now. They're just static meshes. So when you, where are you?
Being thrown sideways by my spell. Wow. All right.
Excellent.
Sometimes collision and spells don't mix.
Yeah, I have some ideas on how I want to fix that. It came to me while I was driving today. And then I didn't have time to fix it. So that's what we got. But see how when we walk near each other, it says contact on player. Contact on player. Contact on player.
You're floating. Wow.
At some point soon, it'll go contact on wood. Some of the pieces are in place, but not everything. Oh, I totally. That's right. In the stream that you missed, I found one of the things, or maybe two of the things that you hadn't been able to find yet,
Of course you did.
which was pretty funny. Like just got lucky and stumbled across them. Oh, hey, there they are. Just interact. Did I disable the other? Must have. And there he goes. Ha, sucker. you have to wear it. You have to wear it.
Interesting. When you retracted it or timed out, it knocked me off the wall.
Yeah, well, it's not going to stick to you in the end, so
What
that's
is
okay.
what is going on?
What's going on?
Whoa.
Hey, whoa, hey there.
You have something on your leg.
No, get off me. Nope, I'm stuck against the tree. Where did you go? You jumped down.
Oh, I jumped down. I can get a minor speed boost from calling my light back to me.
You're gonna say shift.
Yep, that works too. While I'm doing it, I get a minor speed boost. So I've got you there. I can have 3 lights out, right?
Yep.
Maybe too slow. Whoa! Come on.
No, it kept on going.
Interesting. This terrain looks like it should have water in it, but it doesn't.
Must be up higher than you think. Which we definitely are. a lot of trees and grass up here. Not seeing any beaches.
I love my speed boost. Well, I'm not up higher than I thought because there's the water there. It was just a very sandy terrain.
Okay, now let's see what happens.
I have no issues with the sandy terrain, by the way.
Good. Glad to hear it.
There we go. Took me a little while to get attached to that wall. I love that I can cast spells. It just makes me happy. What was that about?
Trying to get another character signed in and it's not letting me.
Ah.
Which would make sense.
Certain
I don't have a
walls are
second
not
game.
letting me climb them, by the way.
Are you finding an inconsistency in those limitations?
No patterns at this point in time.
Okay. Definitely need to tweak the sun sky again. Tried to earn back some performance time, but it doesn't seem like I'm getting the wins I want.
It does feel smoother.
Does it?
Yeah, on my side.
There's my computer is like, another reason to get my daughter a computer. And I'd have a server.
Lentils are simmering.
Simmer them lentils. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm wandering through the dark cave. Jeff has discovered our spells. We have 3 this week.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Get it? Because it's almost nighttime.
Mm-hmm. Oh, lurking. You're not supposed to admit it. I think that ruins the lurking, doesn't it? Let me just say, Beans, I do appreciate you lurking.
Ooh.
Appreciate you being here this week.
Ooh, I just flew for a moment.
Ooh, how'd you do that?
Recalling my light at the perfect time while I was near a wall. Now we see,
Excellent.
can I replicate? As we all know, I like to fly. No, I don't know how I did it. Because naturally I see a weakness in the way that it pushes me. So I'm trying to see if I can abuse that in some way.
Yeah, I know. That's the point of you being here right now, buddy. Show me what it's doing. Oh, I didn't make it so you can't cast while swimming. Whoops.
Does that mean you just fall into the abyss?
No, you just hold still. Although
Okay.
picking it up does, there you go, get jittery. No, it's still swimming. It just stopped playing swimming animation to play the casting animation. Which I don't know. Is that so terrible? Let's see.
Okay. Slightly slanted rocks seem to always give me trouble.
Mm.
There's always
Well,
a
yeah.
spot that I can climb it. Interesting.
Beans, what? I feel like you haven't seen some stuff so far. Have you been in the cave before? Ah, well, welcome. Welcome to the cave. No, that's fair. Swimming's been in there, and it's close to the, like, we're close to the water all the time, so that's easy. But I don't know that we've gone underneath. While you're present. Is it just two? I might only have two. Here it comes. Don't get me.
I do miss the old light a little bit, just for like the light around me. Just saying.
And yet you always hated that light.
I did, but now without it, and the only option is to throw this dim light in non-predictable ways.
Oh, it's predictable. Just very extreme. Yeah, I need to make it move slower. Come on, get over there.
Throwing it in the woods, though, now but that is a fun feeling.
There you go. Now you're seeing the point. I mostly tested this stuff on the start island, so that's where you saw a lot of the interaction. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a little tower. There's a few of these down here. Some may call them a point of interest. Sometimes I get bullied by my spells. Dang it. Yeah. No, I'll go in there. I can't see through it. At least I get a spell in there. And now we've introduced Gall. Oh, I'm flying. There we go. I mean, this might not be your base. It could be something else's.
Like a spider.
Ooh, spider. That one shoot off the side. Holding off pretty far. Into this. So it comes over there. So if spiders have claimed it, you don't want the base. Okay, good to know. Good to know.
What if it's penguins? But those penguins
Well,
happen to
that's
have
the name on it.
8 legs.
Okay, but have you seen Owl House? Is it penguins with spider breath?
I haven't seen Owl House.
Very entertaining. She makes a manticore, which is like a taxidermied Frankenstein. And then she's like, complete with spider breath. So she opens the mouth and a bunch of spiders come out.
What if the penguin
Right.
became a spider?
Is that like when Spider-Man became a spider?
Spider penguin.
Okay, I got an idea. Let's see if this works.
Have you heard of penguins with 8 legs, though? That's
There are
fantasy for
spiders
you.
in Africa, and there's penguins in Africa. Does that count? Here we go. Sorry, didn't make me fly. Oh, nope, it's working. Stop this.
What happened?
All right. I might have a method of flight. Let's see. Woo! I'm walking on water.
How'd you do that?
Throw your second spell onto the ground and then jump over it and call it back.
I'm underwater right now. Give me a second.
That might help. Nope. That made things worse. There we go. There's headstones under here. There's one of my skulls. Ooh, I can see him. He's so small. Yeah, they're way smaller than I thought they were going to be. Woohoo.
Why did the text "it's me" just show up?
Oh, that means it hit you. Trying to check who it hits and stuff.
Oh.
So when it returns to you and hits you, it says it's me. A lot of trial and error going into this part right now.
It's me, it's me. I like that. So while swimming, when I do it, nothing really happens.
No, it doesn't really do much. You stay swimming.
Yeah.
That's what it was. You figured it out. She's got the lore down.
Taught her the lore.
Penguins killed the spiders and built the graveyards.
And then somehow became one with the spiders while building the graveyards.
Well, they got possessed by the spider spirit. Obviously. They didn't build the graveyards fast enough. That's what happened. Let me try and get those to overshoot. Oh, actually.
So I eat it for breakfast.
I can reliably do that.
And that's how the spider penguins are made?
Spider penguins. Man, when I finally had penguins, they could be horrifying by the end of all this. Beans will be like, well, you lost me. Don't want to play your game.
Okay, so if I cast this at the surface of the water, jump over it and hit Q, I should fly?
Sometimes.
Nah.
Seems to for a moment on occasion. You do it right. It's like, no, we're close enough. We don't move now.
Come find me.
So come back here. There we go.
You have 3 minutes to find my floating. I'm underground.
Oh, you're underground.
I wanted to see the penguin warriors.
Nice. Always important to give the family attention. Like 10 seconds before I walked in my office, my daughter's like, "Can you tickle me?" I was like, "I'll definitely do that before bed." Okay. Where did you go under at?
I don't know.
Nope, not there.
I made it fuse with a rock. Interesting. There you go. That's where you're supposed to be. I can only get 2 lights out.
Yeah, I think there's only 2 right now. All my spells seem to be capped at 2. Might have changed the number.
You told me 3 and you gave me 2. What is this?
It's madness. Later, I actually have it planned. I plan on it being more of a quantity by level sort of thing. So if you level up, you'll have more of them. But for now, I didn't want to just throw one, wait, throw one, wait. So I did 2.
Fascinating.
Did you get logged out?
Muted. I had a fatal error.
Ooh. Fancy.
And now I have my guy.
Hey, you fixed something. You can get in here. I'm gonna have to relaunch the server. Okay, so I think that's what it is. Oh, there it goes.
Something went wrong.
Yeah, it might have gone wrong.
There's a lot going wrong right now.
Yeah. I've never ended the match, so I don't know if it's or not since, changed some things. Mid load. Where's my node? So we'll go new token. Take set token. Pop it in there. Relaunching the server. There it goes. Should be able to connect back.
Let me know when to hit the button.
Hit it.
Join game.
Look at that. It's adding you. Let's see if it does it again at the end of the match. That'd be interesting. Thanks, gorgeous. Press and hold to vibrate. E. E. Just loaded up the point. Now it's gonna do the trees. Ooh, there's a tower right there. Easy, easy.
Look, it's me.
Hey, welcome. Welcome you. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm liking that.
I see a wizard tower.
Yep. You're gonna go the fast way?
Yep. Gonna swim. I'll see if there's any Pokemon cards there.
Ruh-roh.
Smash that like button.
Definitely,
That like button.
definitely did not like that one. It's a something still. Gave us two different worlds.
We have two different worlds now.
Yep. Me and the server are not in the same world. Worked fine last time. What out? What out? I'm not gonna find it now. Whoa, that's neat.
What?
If I take control of the server window instead of being in my client, the client is allowed to fall. Good.
Oh gosh, what are you doing?
Oh, there it goes.
You kicked me out.
Yeah, me too.
Did you mean to kick me out?
Nope.
I was almost at the tower. Okay, I'm gonna get water while you figure this out.
Yeah. Let's go back into tkae. Okay, this one's up. Nope.
Found an active game session. Kicked me out. Back here. Okay.
Might need to launch, relaunch the client.
Let's see what it does this time.
Yep, it'll let you log in. Relaunch.
Oh, it let me in if I didn't relog. Or relaunch, I just relogged.
I wonder if it's maybe my client. Hold on. That makes sense. That was synced too. I wonder what. Gonna enjoy the logs later.
Hello. That.
Yeah.
Oh my. I do not know how I did that.
Are you sinking?
No, I'm not sinking, but I went flying.
Whee!
I somehow...
But at least you started swimming.
Yeah. I somehow had a spell. Oh. Oh. Oh no. I had a light spell that when I retracted it, it didn't attach to me. Where on earth am I? I've entered the static zone.
Excellent. I feel like you're pretty close to the surface.
I am very far down.
Oh.
I lost swimming animation and I don't know if I've gotten it back or not.
Okay, so you're still in the game,
Yes.
but
I'm assuming I'm starting to swim to the surface now.
Are you aiming up?
no, you fell through the world. That's what happened here.
I think I'm aiming up.
I know this from city skylines. You can just go you can move it forward. And you can do it so simply too. So you basically just did that.
Where, oh where
I fell off the edge into the water, and then, like, I went firing off the edge like a cannon.
Good time.
And then I was swimming, and then I wasn't swimming. And now I am falling out of the world.
No, you're falling through the world. You're not falling out of
So
the
you
world.
went way out there.
I guess so.
City skylines. You fall from the world so easily.
Oh.
Are you disintegrating? No. What is... Oh, you're
There's
smoking
nothing
me.
in place for what happens if that goes down.
Right?
I don't know where I am. I've somehow made it way out of the world. I wasn't that far away from the starting island, to be fair.
It's making it so I can't climb.
Oh, you can't climb now?
Yeah, because your fall seems to be it's trying to update you too much. That it's restricting my ability to do things. Interesting.
Well, if nothing else, I'll go swimming.
People swim in no water. It's just through the world. Oh, what was that?
I'm casting spells.
Oh!
Oh, it's just that rock. I didn't like that rock.
Oh, I've
It's not total failure.
become nothing.
Ooh, that's a new feature.
So what are you up to, Sean?
Standing on a rock. Watching your server errors go by.
There are a lot of them, I'm sure.
Oh, they stopped now. That's a good sign. Or a terrible sign.
It's because my character just obliterated into nothingness.
So there is an edge to that. All of your spells and daddy. Your character is no longer valid. I guess you stop being a valid character when you go too far. You're muted. You're muted.
Yes, I am. So when I said I obliterated into nothingness, I went like full on delete myself from the server.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All your spells became unfunctional.
Doggy love.
Hit escape.
Quit main menu.
Yeah, go main menu and try to come back in. This might give me a chance to test another thing I want to see.
I see the timer. but I'm flying.
Tell me what you think of it. Okay, so that's
Where is the land?
yeah, I didn't know if it would show up for you since it loads once we get in.
I don't see any land. I just see the starting island.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I'm also flying, so I'm not really a character.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. That makes sense.
And I have the timer at
No.
34 minutes, the same as yours.
Yeah. Period.
We're just like sitting here silent.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can figure out something else. Well, Jeff, do you have any questions?
What type of stuff did you get up to for the last 2 weeks?
Well, I worked on making it so that generation was reliably replicated. Which for the most part, so far worked. Up until you joined late. That was good. And making the spell stuff, you know,
Just pretty cool.
replicate. It's interesting. So like with the spells, I'm using physics volume or like physics on the object, but that's where I feel like we're gonna have to test quite a bit of that, as you noticed. Sometimes it's a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and like the sun, because the sun was moving on tick before, and now I think it's still moving on tick, even though I set it up a totally different way. I think I misunderstood what I was setting up. So trying to remove certain things off of tick so that things move more reliably that should be on tick. But one interesting thing is, did you know that all of your spells live inside of your body when you're not using them?
No,
Yeah.
that's
Because they
pretty
turn
cool.
invisible. You can't see it. But because the spells are all created with an object pool, right? So you've got your 2 spells, and they're always those 2 spells. Every time you cast it, those 2 spells are what you shoot out. So it's creating those objects right off the bat, and then keeping them there.
Mm.
And then it's just simply pulling them out, making them visible, and sending them off when you use the ability. The end result is meant to. They're gonna shrink down. They already shrink down, but they shrink down, and then they're gonna sit on the back of your backpack. So you actually get to see your spells when they're not being used. I didn't put a backpack in yet, obviously.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to have them just float behind you because that looked really silly at the time. But yeah, so ultimately that's where they're going to go. Right now they're just chilling near you. But I'm definitely going to have to figure out a different setup for the map generation since you can't currently see it. The anticipation is some people will load late and they'll need to see the map.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a fun one, Noodle. Big. But you're noticing it's running smoother?
Yeah, it seemed like everything was a little bit more responsive, and I was able to. It just felt like my ping was tighter.
Well, that's good. Okay. I'm assuming mine's a little sloppy still because I'm doing the server on here as well, but or maybe I'm just too critical. See, because there's that. I've noticed that over the last couple weeks. I was playing a game with a friend, and a very popular game that's out there by a big studio, or one that's been working on games for a long time at least. And I noticed that hands go through walls when you're standing near them. And I'm like, oh, so I guess I didn't need to waste 2 weeks trying to figure out how to make sure that didn't happen in my game. Because shipped games do that. Interesting. Well then, okay, I'm still gonna have to, I still want to see if there's an error at the end of this match. but let's see. I'm moving smoother now with the pack, so maybe that is the server on the side. But in order to get it more reliable, have to figure that one out. Yeah, I've got a lot to noodle on here. So what about you? What have you been up to for the last couple weeks?
I went house shopping, bought a house. So
Cool.
I'm now a homeowner come December. So that's an exciting thing. I got horribly, horribly sick. Don't recommend it to anyone. Still recovering from
Not
that.
the way to be.
Whole family got it. So we were all just miserable for 3 days. No one was eating anything. We were just all in bed. It was misery for several days. And then
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
Pokemon card stuff. Played in a pre-release on Sunday for the new set with Rhea. She was feeling well enough, and then I did the dad thing, took cold medicine so that I'd feel well enough to take the daughter.
Power through, as we do.
Yeah. I don't regret it. It was fun. Tomorrow there's a big tournament. I was going to play in it, and then literally today they called and said, hey, can you judge instead? If you're willing. They're like, no pressure. And I'm like, yeah, I'll judge. That sounds fun. I don't mind judging. So put on my Pokemon
I mean, that's
professor
why you got
shoes.
that qualification, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So that you could make sure it happens when people need, when other things fall through.
Yeah, literally I was like, I'm not going to chase them down to do it, but if they need me, they'll reach out.
Yeah, call.
Pays for the addiction, right? They gave me store credit for judging, so not really going to complain.
Yeah, you're going to want more cards at some point, so that works out.
Yeah, and even if I don't, the amount of tournaments and stuff my kids like to play in, I'll use it up.
Oh, that's true. I forget those can get costly.
Yeah.
I was always lucky because back when I used to play Magic, I had a buddy that loved going on to like eBay, I think it was, that he would typically shop on, and he'd get a box right as they released, but he would get it super cheap, of course, because he knew how to find the right spots. And then he would have a tournament at his house. So half the time I think I paid him by giving the cards back afterwards, because it was the only place I ever played them. So he ended up just getting my cards.
Yeah.
But he always charged us like enough for food, I think. It was usually not much more than that.
Nice.
And we'd have a great night, huge tournament, putting decks together and then seeing who had the best one.
Yeah, the pre-releases are really cost effective. The way that they do it at the Wizard Tower. Because it's like, you pay $30, you get your build and battle kit, which is normally like $30 to $40.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're guaranteed 2 packs, one for showing up and one for staying the full length. And then every win you get another pack.
Nice.
So I usually walk out of there having won two out of my 3, or like 2 to 3 of my 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's like $30, and I effectively get like 8 packs because you get 4 in the kit.
Yep, that sounds good.
Whereas a lot of the other stores, they make it a tournament, so the winners are the ones that get the bulk of the packs.
Oh, okay. So yours is much more everyone wins a little bit.
Yeah.
I like that better.
Yeah, for the pre-releases, it's a lot nicer of a way of doing it.
As you can imagine, given what we're trying to build here.
Yeah. I like when the winner, or like the person who's doing the best, gets rewarded for doing that. But I also like when everyone gets something. And then, so on Tuesday, there was another tournament that Rhea really wanted to go to. And so again, powered through and I played in that one. And it was like a $10 entry. I came fourth, so I got $4 back. Plus I got a pack. Mm-hmm. So for me, it would, because everyone gets a pack for entering. So Ray and I both got a pack. Made it worth our while. $10 for the newest pack. Unfortunately, at market price, that's a good price.
Yeah.
And then
living card games.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been a lot of Pokemon. And I do not mind that at all.
Fair enough.
Because they're rotating in April. So older sets are no longer going to be legal to play. Which is a fun time, but it also means like these are the last batch of tournaments before rotation hits. So all those older decks that we have with the classic cards are not going to be playable very soon.
Right. Is there a other version like in Magic there's commander decks and stuff like that which allow for all cards?
They have some, but they don't really run it. So like Sundays when I go, it's casual play, so no one really cares about whether it's tournament legal or not.
Gotcha.
The general consensus is you work towards getting your stuff tournament legal.
That makes sense.
But I love the theory crafting, so for me, pre-releases are one of my favorite ways of playing.
Oh, you can find all those clutch gimmicks that you can counter.
Yeah.
I know you don't focus on what everyone likes to do. You like to focus on how to screw what everyone likes to do.
Yeah. But what makes them fun is there's 4 different archetypes that you get in the pre-release kit, and each deck has a primary, which you get a promo card, and then a secondary archetype.
Mm-hmm.
And so of that, there's a lot of different combinations that people might get. And then you get the 4 packs to open and build to your final deck. So depending on what you pull, your deck could be drastically different than what you started with. So this most recent one, I pulled a really good card, so I ended up essentially removing half of the deck and rebuilding it so it just was focused around the one side.
Nice. Yeah, you're right. Shooting into the dense forest is really cool.
I see, and you get to experience some of that super speed where it just hits you in the butt and you go, wee!
Yep.
Oh, I also got really lucky and got a pre-order from the Pokemon Center for the next set, which is really hard to pull off right now.
Right on. Right on.
But apart from that, I mean, things have been pretty chill. Work's been busy.
Things have pretty chill. You bought a house in there. He was like, you know, otherwise, not much.
Well, that one only finalized today. So like that was the final stages where we cleared our conditions and officially have it go through was today.
Gotcha.
That was a stressful experience with banks making mistakes and stuff.
Because no one can do their job anymore, right?
Yeah. I hate when I have to tell someone how to fix it. Like we needed to get a money order for a fixed amount, right? I made it explicitly clear, like we need this amount to be the money order for us to buy the house. As per our contract, it states that. And then they deducted the fee from the money order instead of our bank account.
Whoa. Oh man.
Reyes just wants me to say goodnight.
Okay.
Back.
Beautiful.
So the funny thing that happened with the bank is I end up calling them up and I'm like, hey, what gives after, because we're sending this to another city, right? So I can't validate these things and someone else is picking it up on our behalf. And it was short like $7.50. And this is not a small chunk of change, right? For a down payment on the house.
Yeah.
And it's short $7.50. And then I'm like, and when I called out, the person's like, let me guess, it was short $7.50. I'm like, yep. Like, okay. And then they're like, can you get it back? I'm like, no. Like I explained when I first did it, this was really important because it's going to a different city for a different person to pick it up. They're like, well, can you ask the people to cash it and then refund it to you? I'm like, no, because they are contractually obligated to not cash it until we've waived all our conditions, and we can't waive all our conditions because we need this to match in order to meet the conditions. And I'm like just trying to get them to understand the severity of it, and they're panicking. And then I'm like, can't you just issue me a new one for $7.50, put a rush on it so it gets there like tomorrow? It's like, oh, I could probably do that. Like,
yeah, let's do all the things that are complicated and not possible. No, wait. What about we just make it work? Oh, okay.
And then for the hassle, they refunded us all our fees, so we didn't have to pay for either of them, which I'm like, that's the least you can do after that. Luckily, I know how to fix the whole thing. But solving all your problems, it's frustrating sometimes.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like, I'm not smarter than these people. I just care more in this instance.
Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to, right? Like it's there's that gap of caring. Like, you know, I have all the right symptoms to be considered a kid with ADHD, but I can be very honest with you. It's because I don't care about the subject matter that I'm not focused on it. It's nothing else.
Yeah.
Not that I have a bad attention. I'm actually great at paying attention to things. It's just if I don't care, I'm not going to pay attention.
Exactly.
No need to label it. It's fine.
Yeah. So it's just been funny little moments.
Trying to run back to the island so that you can see me.
Go, go, go. Yeah, it's been a lot of those funny little moments. And then we found out.
Sorry, I'm just one second. I'm kind of expecting it to give us that another error when this ends. I don't know if it will. That was the first time, but it's also the first time I've tried. So this being the second time we've tried to end a match the natural way. I'm expecting it to give us an error, and then, which means, it won't want us to connect and all sorts of crazy stuff. So I think at that point we'll probably call it for the night because I got to figure some stuff out.
I think that makes sense.
But yeah, just so you know. All right, what were you gonna say?
Oh, I don't know. I was just making conversation. I forget now.
That's fair. Something about ADHD.
Oh, I found the old paper with all these classic runes on it that Troy made.
Oh yeah. Wicked. I like those.
I'll send them back. I'll send them over to you again,
Please do.
because I feel like they work very well for what we want.
I think so. Start customizing stuff more.
I'm glad you convinced me to hang out tonight.
Yeah.
As you can see, I'm still
It's been-
coughing a lot and I look exhausted. So
Yeah, but I
Getting-
missed you. I feel like you probably missed me a little.
yeah, definitely. Oh, I'm glad we're back hitting into the routine of things.
Yeah, it's nice. Now's a good time for routine.
It is.
Where is it? So that's there. And you're there. Then I need to go. That's one.
I don't think you're gonna make it in time.
I think you might be right. Okay, I want to see this error.
Have you had any exciting things happening in your life this last couple weeks?
Yeah, I'm starting a collaboration with one of my friends. We're gonna build a online store together.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Get some cool products made. You know me. I like making stuff. So it's always fun. But it's also fun to, like, much like this, it's fun to make sure that I have, I don't know, I don't want to say productive because I feel neurotic sometimes when I say these things, but it's fun to have productive ways of hanging out with my friends.
Hmm.
I definitely, like, I miss playing D&D because I know that there are a lot of people that I don't really like spending time with unless I have a lot of solid rule structures to follow. It's like, oh, this makes it easy. We know exactly what we're doing. Because you know those groups of people that always, they're like, oh, we'll do this or this, and I get so bored of the indecision trying to figure things out. And
Yeah,
no, let's have a plan.
I know that.
I'm not a full Monica Geller where like everyone needs to get their pen caps on or anything like that, but
I
like to
can
know there's a plan for the game night.
I can definitely be one of those like waffly, I don't know what to do type people.
Yeah, my kiddo does that enough. I've gotten to a point where I'm like, I need most things to be pretty clear.
But
I give her a lot of the patience.
yeah, but that's the thing is if someone's like, I don't care, like let's just do something, I'll be like, okay, let's do this.
See, I typically try to be like, I used to have a hiking group when I lived in Seattle, and I was that friend. I was the one that was like, tell me when to go and where to be. Like that was it. I always said the same thing. And at one point we were planning, two of my friends got together, we went out to eat dinner and plan our trip to Mount Hood in Oregon. And right off the bat, they're like, okay, so are you down with Mount Hood? And I was like, sure, let's go. Let's do it. When do you want to go? And they're like, well, I mean, what works? I was a single guy. I had nothing else going on, right? I was like, well, I mean, I just have to find someone to take care of my dog, which I think there's 3 different people I could ask. So just tell me when. And at one point, one of my friends started getting a little frustrated. She's like, well, can you make a decision? I'm like, I don't care. And then my other friend stepped in and goes, actually, I love making decisions. So I really appreciate the way Sean is about this stuff because it means I can set up anything and he'll be happy. I was like, thank you. Someone gets me. That's all I needed. I just want to go hiking. I don't want to get stuck in deciding where to hike or what to do and all the stuff. Tell me times and places. I'll be there.
Yeah,
happily.
I fall guilty to the people pleaser side of things, where I just want to make sure that everyone else is happy. So I try and not make decisions because I don't want to make other people have to work around it.
Well, and I don't want to make a decision and then have someone be like, well, I don't know. I'm like, okay, well then you decide. Like if you have opinions, make up your mind. I'm happy to go along. My whole thing is I'm hanging out with you. And then I climbed Mount Hood, and that was awesome. Or maybe that was for our Mount St. Helens trip.
Either way.
I don't know. That was fun. Both were fun. Mostly in the snow. Actually, St. Helens was really rad because the peak, if you want to call it that, the summit of Helens is literally like maybe this wide. No, probably a little wider than that. But it's the edge of the volcano, right? And you look over the edge, you see it steaming, and you're like, oh, should people be up here? And then we slid down the whole way. I have this like fold out pad that's a chair, kind of strapped so that it kind of sits up. And I just got down on my belly on that thing and just went down the mountain. That was such a blast.
Nice.
And that's why I don't need to decide what mountain, because guess what? I'm probably going to slide down it or climb up it or whatever happens. No, didn't make it back to the start island.
That's okay.
I'm not sure where it is.
Heading back to lobby. Let's see if we make it.
Let's see.
I feel like we kind of want it not to work, because then at least it's consistent.
Yeah, that's the main thing. When things are inconsistent, it's so much harder to troubleshoot.
Yeah. So a crash would be what we want right now.
Perfect. I got the error. All right.
Mine hasn't decided on the error.
No, it's a server side error, so it's probably just gonna end up causing us to
Oh, hey, Maple.
flop out. Hey, Maple. Yes. Hello, buddy. Welcome. Sadly, Jeff and I are actually about to call it for the night. We have a few errors in our server, so right now it looks like it's connecting, but it's probably not going to stick.
Mine loaded in again.
Yeah, it loaded in last time, remember? And then it stopped halfway through loading the map.
And then crashed. Gave me
Yeah.
a fatal error and crashed. Yeah, it's not counting down. It's coming. It's okay, Maple. It was a little bit of a glitchier night.
Yeah, there were a handful of things to test, and some of them went well, some of them did not. Some anticipated. The spell stuff, I totally knew was going to be weird. I wanted to make sure we could see each other's. That was one of the bigger things.
I cast a spell of light, recalled it back to me. It flung me off the starter island like a cannon. I landed in the water, was swimming, and then suddenly stopped swimming, fell out of the map to the point that the server decided I wasn't a player anymore.
Yeah.
That was last match.
And it got further in the map load this time. It actually might... So it gave me the big error, but it's not the cause.
Interesting.
Very.
Yeah. Loaded in.
I wonder if the cause was me attempting to log in with the other account.
Maybe.
That's funny. Here, let's do a little spell demo for Maple, since he's here now.
Where the heck did that go? Why'd it go that way?
Where are you facing?
I was facing...
Is your camera locked to your direction? Your
Yeah.
character's direction? Okay. Wow.
So fishing is going to be amazing. I'm so excited for that.
Yeah? Do you like the way that's shaping up?
Yeah. I love the idea of just like... That is one hell of a fishing cast, though.
Yeah. So as I was saying before, like it'll sit on your backpack, right? Well, my plan is it's gonna be hanging on your backpack from like maybe like a chain type thing. And I want to use, we had talked before about embedding the UI sort of subtly. I want to use the chain as an indicator for the distance of the object.
I like that.
Ultimately, what I've come down to is I have no idea how it would make sense to have health bars on there, though. That's the one I'm struggling with, because remember, your backpack is something you can drop. So I can't say that you're invincible just because you don't have a backpack on. That's silly. So like, I'm having a hard time figuring out exactly where that fits in. Whoa.
Lore-wise, you could definitely make it make sense where the backpack is holding energy that's keeping you tied to the plane proper to be able to extract items, and so without a backpack, you're not going to be able to extract anything, which means your health is irrelevant.
I don't like it. You got to be able to die.
I agree. I'm just saying you could narratively explain it if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I've been down that road, but then you can't die, and I need you to be able to die. That's important. Because what if your backpack is in a dangerous spot? It's got to be hard to get back to. You can't just just go get it.
Well, then it's still hard to retrieve because getting out with it is still hard. Anyways, I don't know. I'm not trying to sell the idea. I'm not. I definitely am not trying to sell the idea of being invincible without a backpack.
Okay, good. Because I don't want to do that.
Did you show the fishing spell?
Yeah.
It doesn't float.
And this is our new light spell, which
The
for
fishing.
some reason on the first cast of the light spell, it doesn't hold in place like it's supposed to. supposed to launch out and go. Whoop. Sometimes collision's a little wonky. And then fish. Bounce the fishing off the light spell.
There it is. So when I'm staring at the fishing one, it comes in pretty quick.
Yep. And if you press and hold a different button, it'll actually come in quicker. Because when you do the recall, right, that's recalling it, so it's not going to have any fish attached at that point.
Yeah.
So you have a bit of a time limit to getting your fish back in. Because your spells only last for so long. You charge them,
Okay.
and then they go out there and do what they can with the mana they have. That was one of the ones that I reduced the tick on it to see how I could do things differently. And then originally I had set it up so it was adding a force when you look at it. But when I reduced the tick, it made it so that it didn't have the ability to build speed, because every second it was adding a little force. So then I changed it so it's adding an impulse to it. But it seems to scale up because of that right now. So I need to.
I'm colliding
minimize
on
the impulse a bit
nothingness
more.
right now.
Yeah. That's probably because you have a spell sitting under your feet. I'm gonna make it so that it overlaps with that life bubble.
Ooh.
That'll
I
help.
must have something under my feet because I'm able to float.
You're on a rock from my perspective. Do you not see the rock?
Nope.
See, something's generating off again. Interesting.
Eat fishing.
I moved. Sucker. Take that to your face. Here, I dodged. Yeah. Yeah. It's on your feet. I'll take that from you. Now I can't go right. I like it. I like it. Fire cube. Fire cube. What about fire?
Dodecahedron.
No, I want it to be the other one. What's it called? Now I can't think of the name of my platonic solid. Because for lore's sake, tetrahedron, fire tetrahedron. There's a reason why fire requires 4 things. Yours can be red if you catch the right fish. Nah, I can't go left now. Yeah.
Oh God, what is happening to me?
Oh, you've done it now. You've definitely done it now. Oh,
But-
you're gonna get thrown off the edge again.
Goodbye, cruel world.
The pickup is nowhere near finished. That's why it's all wonky. Make it so I could shoot you was important. I think I saw him down there. Still down there? Yeah, there you are.
I think
Good
last time
follow.
it tried to grab on because it thought I was casting a spell or something.
Step on my cube. Yeah, you can't go anywhere. You're stuck. That works better than I. Oh, he's flying. Oh, teamwork.
Oh, I'm inside a rock.
Excellent. Oh yeah. Got some jets on him now. Peekaboo. Let's
Do you want to try?
go. Give me one on the left. There we go. Shoot. Okay, here. Do this. Shoot it at the tree base, and then I'll jump on it.
Got stuck on something earlier.
Nope, that's the tree base. Oh, come on, send me up. Send me up. Hit me again. Hit me again. Yeah. Come on. Climb him. Yeah. Makes it so I can't walk in that direction. It's funny.
Sorry, the light just bounced off your head.
Yeah, that one won't stick. Shablam. Shablam. Ooh, you jumped right over it. Okay, here, call it back. I got an idea. Call it back, and then meet me at those rocks. Wait, is this the rock you can't see?
Yep.
Perfect. Shoot it at my feet. Yeah. There we go. There we go. We're floating. Where did you go now?
Into the water again.
Uh-oh. Let's see if I can fish you out. Come back! Wrong spell. Come back! Baby, come back! Oh, there he is. Oh, it's happening. Yeah.
Where'd this extra one come from?
It
Bye.
might be mine.
Come back. It like comes in so slow and then it's like, nah. See you later.
Yeah, then all of a sudden it's like, ooh, I've got an extra dose of power.
Oh, it's because I'm inside of a rock that it doesn't know is there.
Ooh.
Right? Is there a rock here?
No.
Oh.
No, I need to overshoot the position, I think. Because it's technically going to your position, but it hangs at the end. I wonder if I can overshoot the position. Thanks.
Now you got one stuck on your butt.
Yeah, I got a butt cube.
Give you a chair for fishing.
Sometimes my feet try to stand on it. I'm kicking my own ass.
Oh, I don't know what's happening to me, but bye.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
He's sailing.
I'm back. I don't know where my cubes went, but I'm here.
You got it back, probably. Alright, let's see if I can stand on your head. That's what I want to do. You see this rock?
Yeah. No.
Interesting how many rocks you don't see. I want to stand on his head.
Here's a good question. Do you see this rock?
Where'd you go? On the other side of
No.
the rock?
Yeah, I'm in a rock right now.
Yeah, that's the one I'm standing on.
What?
I'm on top of this rock. Oh, you're not in a rock. You're right next to it. That's why I'm floating above you.
So everything's just slightly
That's a rock.
off.
Not everything, because like this rock's probably very consistent. You see this rock that I'm next to?
This rock?
Yeah. You jump on it? You jump on this rock? No, you don't see that one.
Weird.
Yours loaded differently. Go over to this rock.
See, you're there,
Which,
but the rock is here for me.
oh, I see that rock too. Climb that rock. There you go. This rock?
Yeah. I can't get on it though.
Interesting.
Oh god.
Here, I'll climb the tree. You see this tree?
I fell in the water. Give me a second.
Okay. Where'd you go?
Are you standing next to a tree?
I'm on a tree. I've climbed up the side of a tree.
Oh, there's no tree there.
Excellent. So you don't see the tree. Okay. But your cube sees the tree. Which makes sense. Cube server side.
Alright.
I wonder, okay, so that might be why you have an error. I bet if you go through the portal, you will. Oh, that's probably why it crashed. It's probably because I was holding outside the client. Schrodinger's tree. That's what we should just call it in the game. Schrodinger's map. Do you get to load the proper map? I didn't.
I'm on top I'm on top
Yeah.
of a lot of things.
It's good to see you.
How's it going?
Nice party. We both have the same idea. Take my cube. Enjoy. You've been cubed.
Oh god.
Oh,
Bye.
and he's gone. See ya. Yeah. Oops, hit the wrong button. Cube, take me away.
See you later.
Away we go. Oh. Okay, so this makes more sense. No, it definitely didn't load the whole map last time.
There's a campfire.
I'm not sure. Campfire. Wait, what? Where do you see a campfire?
The most powerful spell in the game should be an untextured cube. I am fine with that as well. Yeah, there's a little campfire here.
Oh, you found one of the things you haven't found before. Where's it at? Where are you? Not that we get a good view of it, but
I'm coming back over to where we started. Where are you?
I'm right near where we started. I'm floating around.
I'm in the trees. I don't see you.
Ooh, in the trees. I see you. I'm over to your left.
Just follow me.
Oh, you went underground. That's why I couldn't find it.
Oh. What do you see
Oh,
right
there you
now?
are. I'm underground. I can't see anything.
Oh, I'm not underground.
Light spell. Interesting. Light spell. Light, show me my way.
It must have been the most
I know, it was kind of cool to watch.
because on my screen it's very different.
Yeah. Yeah, you were like, follow me, and then you just through the ground. I walked on it for 2 steps, and then I joined you into the ground.
So you can't see this.
No, it's too dark. Much too dark.
But it has a fire.
Yeah, I don't think that's on my screen. Like, it's not on my my side.
I also don't see you anywhere.
I'm right next to you.
Oh, there you are. Hi.
Uh-huh. Hey, light. Nah.
It's literally.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. That's cool. You see the light spell taking the cube around? Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Added to it.
Oh God.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Around the world.
You should
around.
call back your light spell. I really want to know what happens to you when you call it back and it has my cubes on it.
That's your light spell.
No?
Oh, nope. It was mine. One of your cubes is on my head now. I gotta go back outside. I can't see enough in here. Walking on the ground. We agree. This is ground. Me and the server. We're on the same page right here.
So there are like 2 maps overlaid on
3.
top of each other. That's what I'm thinking is going on.
Well, there's at least 3, because you're seeing one, you're affected by another. I seem to be affected by the same one that you're affected by, but I'm seeing a different one.
How fascinating.
Yeah, so the load was completely out of sync on this one, which is fine, because that was one of the other issues we saw when you tried to join later.
I shall get there.
Where's there?
I don't know.
Where are you?
I'm currently infinitely jumping on nothing.
Alternate dimensions. That's what we... Yeah. Now, if only I can make sure that I'm in a dimension I can walk around in. See what happens if I try to go across this chasm.
That's what I'm doing. If you
I'm
spam the
guessing there
space
won't
button,
be land the whole way.
if you spam the space button, it seems to just let you fly.
It's because we're trying to walk on land that we can't see. Uh-oh. There's no land here. Oh, a little bit of land. All right, we're okay.
I'm over top of water, which you'd expect is most likely water on most maps.
Nope. All of this could be completely different through here.
I have fallen into the water, and now it's
I'm gonna
deciding whether or
chasm.
not I should swim.
If you go far enough to the edge, you'll definitely get to where it's likely water. But everything in the middle could be anything. I'm going downhill. I'm losing the tree. I want to go to the tree.
But it's not really a
Uh-oh.
tree.
The tree is a lie.
We got very distracted. We were supposed to turn things off.
Well, Maple showed up and we wanted to show him some fun gameplay.
That's true.
And then things got weird. Where did you go?
I'm swimming inside of rock.
Ooh. You're way lower than
Oh, I do not like this feeling.
Well, I'm stuck in a hole. And because I can't see the rock that I'm in, I can't climb out of it. Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you. I was mostly working on the spells. I did try to get Generation reliable, but once I see that it looks like it's loading properly, it seems that there's lots more to push to find out that it's not easily or reliably loading properly. So that's good to know. Maybe that's what I gotta focus on this week.
Focus on whatever your heart wants.
This silly thing, it's all over the place. I'm stuck in the air. Can't go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm stuck as well. Oh, I'm stuck underground in a weird little lake under this forest.
Neat. Well, that was a blast.
Yeah, it was
Thanks, Jeff.
something.
Hey, it was fun.
It
We
was.
had fun the first time we ran around.
It's true.
But so it definitely still gave us the error, but then the second match it kicked us out pretty early. And then like during the load after the error. This time it gave us the error again once we got things working, but then it just generated 3 different maps.
It just tried really hard.
Really hard. Like, you know what? I'll generate a map for you. It's like Oprah. You get a map. You get a map. We have all the maps.
But I have
But
the right
unfortunately,
map.
unfortunately, my chair didn't have any prizes underneath it. It just got stuck in the air.
But it has the right map. It's like, I'll give you all your own map. But only mine's the
Yep.
real one.
Yeah. The one you see, that's the real map. Not the one you can play with. Just the one you see. Delightful. Delightful. Well then, with that, guys, we're gonna go ahead and sign off. Thank you, Beans, for hanging out with us tonight. Maple, thank you for checking out some of our goofiness at the end here.
Yeah.
We will be back next week. Jeff and I are using each other to propel ourselves forward, continue into our routine. So we will see you again.
And hopefully I'll be coughing less.
That's the plan. And hopefully we can run around through 2 matches consecutively. Now I know that's the hallmark we have to aim for. Perfect.
That's the standard. That'll get a gold seal of approval.
That'll be our we did it next week. So with that, have yourselves a great weekend, fantastic week, and look forward to you next Friday,
Yeah.
April 4th. Oh, it's only April 4th. We're not in May yet. Never mind. Getting excited. Have a good one, folks.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for hanging out.